Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Skyrim. Now, at the moment we are in High Hrothgar, as you can see, because we're apparently meant to be speaking to Armgeir. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to be speaking to him about, but we've been told to come here.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout?
No, but he told me how to find out.
Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom.
I need the Elder Scroll the Ancients used. Do you know where to find it?
We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
Okay. Is there another way to defeat Alduin?
Perhaps not. But this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning.
I've had this conversation before.
They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
Have we already said these things to you then? Whatever. Okay. So we need to go to the College of Winterhold. How do I get out? Here we go. Okay. Oh, oopsies. No, I meant to remove it. College of Winterhold, here we go. Okay. I'm really hoping a dragon doesn't spawn when we get in here, but they do like spawning. When you come to this courtyard. I can't hear wings though, so fingers crossed we're all good. Right, who am I speaking to? Oh, don't tell me I had to go to the library and it's made me go the long way around. Again, I don't know why it does that. So annoying. I really don't like how this game does that. It's so irritating. Okay, here he is. Forgot his name, but hopefully he knows.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand girl?
Tell me more about the Elder Scrolls.
I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
A price for what?
The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods.
Who wrote the Elder Scrolls?
It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad.
Alright, so do you have one that I could use?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
What about the Dragonborn?
What about? Wait, are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Okay. Cool.
Until next time.
Fellow. Pity that I was unable.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Okay, effects of the Elder Scrolls. Let's start with that one. It is widely known among scholars that the Elder Scrolls entail a certain hazard in their very reading. The mechanism of the effects has, at present, been largely unknown. Theories of hidden knowledge and divine retribution were the subject of idle speculation with little investigation. I, Justinius Polonius, have undertaken to thoroughly document the ailments inflicted by the Elder Scrolls on their readers, though a unified theory of how they manifest continues to elude me and remains a subject for future study. I have grouped the effects into 4, finding that the avenue of experience depends largely upon the mind of the reader. If this is unclear, I hope that a proper dichotomy will lay it plain. Group the first. The knaves. Don't know what that means. For one who has received no training in the history or nature of the Elder Scrolls, the scroll itself is effectively inert. No prophecy can be scryed, nor knowledge obtained. While the scroll will not impart learning to the uninformed, nor will it afflict them in any adverse fashion. Okay. Visually, the scroll will appear to be awash in odd lettering and symbols. Those who know their astronomy often claim to recognise constellations in the patterns and connections, but such conjecture is impossible to further investigate, since the very nature of this study necessitates unlearned subjects. Group the second, the unguarded intellects. It is this second group that realises the greatest danger from attempting to read the scrolls. These are subjects who have an understanding of the nature of the Elder Scrolls and possess sufficient knowledge to actually read what is inscribed there. They have not, however, developed adequate discipline to stave off the mind-shattering effect of having a glimpse of infinity. These unfortunate souls are struck immediately, irrevocably, and completely blind. Such is the price for overreaching one's faculties. It bears mentioning, though, that with the blindness also comes a fragment of that hidden knowledge. Whether the future, the past, or the deep natures of being is dependent on the individual and their place in the greater spheres. But the knowledge does come. Group the third, mediated understanding. Alone in Tamriel, it would appear that only the cult of the Ancestor Moth has discovered the discipline to properly guard one's mind when reading the scrolls. Their novitiates must undergo the most rigorous mental cultivation, and they often spend a decade or more at the monastery before being allowed to read their first Elder Scroll. The monks say this is for the initiate's own protection, as they must have witnessed many unguarded intellects among their more eager ranks. With appropriate fortitude, these readers also receive blindness, though at a far lesser magnitude than the unguarded. Their vision fogs slightly, but they retain shape, colour, and enough acuity to continue to read mundane texts. The knowledge they gain from the scroll is also tempered somewhat. It requires stages of meditation and reflection to fully appreciate and express what one saw. Group the fourth, illuminated understanding. Between the previous group and this one exists a continuum that has, at present, only been traversed by the monks of the Ancestor Moth. With continued readings, the monks become gradually more and more blind, but receive greater and more detailed knowledge. As they spend their waking hours pondering the revelations, they also receive a further degree of mental fortitude. There is, for every monk, a day of penultimate reading, when the only knowledge the Elder Scroll imparts is that the monk's next reading shall be his last. For each monk reading the penultimate reading comes at a different and unknowable time. Preliminary work has been done to predict the occurrence by charting the severity of an individual monk's blindness. But all who reach these later stages report that the increasing blindness seems to taper with increased readings. Some pose the notion that some other unseen sense is, in fact, continuing to diminish at this upper range, but I shall leave such postulations to philosophers. To prepare for his ultimate reading, a monk typically withdraws to seclusion in order to reflect upon a lifetime of revelations and appoint his mind for reception of his last. Upon this final reading, he is forever blinded, as sure as those unguarded ones who raced the knowledge. The illuminated one, though, has retained his understanding over a lifetime and typically possesses a more integral notion of what has been revealed to him. It is hoped that this catalogue will prove useful to those who wish to further our mortal understanding of the Elder Scrolls. The moth priests remain aloof about these matters, taking the gradual debilitation that comes with reading as a point of pride. May this serve as a useful starting point for those hoping to take up such study. Dictated by 2 Anstius Metkim, 4th of last seed in the 126th year of the Second Era. Okay, cool. That's that book done. Ruminations of the Elder Scrolls. By Septimus Cygnus, College of Winterhold. Imagine living beneath the waves with a strong-sighted What? This says, yes, it does. That was in the way. Imagine living beneath the waves with a strong-sighted blessing of most excellent fabric. Holding the fabric over your gills, you would begin to breathe, drink its warp, and weft. Though the plant matter fibres imbue your soul, the wretched plankton would pollute the cloth until it stank to heavens of prophecy. This is one manner in which the scrolls first came to pass. But are we the sea, or the breather, or the fabric? Or are we the breath itself? Can we flow through the scrolls as knowledge flows through, being the water? Or are we the stuck morass of sea filth that gathers on the edge? Imagine, again, this time but different. A bird cresting the wind is lifted by a gust and downed by a stone. These are really confusing metaphors, but the stone can come from above if the bird is upside down. Where then did the gust come from, and which direction? Did the gods send either, or has the bird decreed their presence by her own mind-making? The all-sight of the scrolls makes a turning of the mind such that relative positions are absolute in their primacy. I ask you again to imagine for me. This time you are beneath the ground. A tiny acorn planted by some well-meaning elf maiden of the woodlands for her pleasure. You wish to grow, but fear what you may become, so you push off the water, the dirt, the sun, to stay in your hole. But it is in this very pushing that you become a tree, in spite of yourself. How did that happen? The acorn is a kind of tree egg in this instance, and the knowledge is water and sun. We are the chicken inside the egg, but also the dirt. The knowledge from the scrolls is what we push against to become full-sighted ourselves. Our one final imagining before your mind closes from the shock of ever knowing. You are now a flame burning bright blue within a vast emptiness. In time you see your brothers and sisters, burnings of their own in the distance and along your side. A sea of pinpoints, a constellation of memories. Each burns bright, then flickers. Then 2 more take its place, but not forever, lest the void fills with rancid light and sucks the thought. Each of our minds is actually the emptiness, and the learnings of the scrolls are the pinpoints. Without their stabbing light, my consciousness would be a vast nothingness, unknowing its emptiness as a void is unknowing of itself. But the burnings are dangerous, and must be carefully tended and minded, and brought to themselves and spread to their siblings. I have no idea what that meant. Okay, so now I need to speak to Urag. The Ruminations book is incomprehensible.
Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long.
Where did he go?
Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Okay, need to find Septimus Cygnus. Where is Septimus Cygnus? In the ice fields, apparently. Okay. I was just up there. I was hoping there'd be somewhere closer that I could fast travel to. It might be easier if we just go from Winterhold, actually, because this is just cliffs and everything. If we go from Winterhold, we can go down. Righto. It's this way.
I've been looking for you.
Oh,
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
go away, I'm on important
Let's
business.
see here. I have a letter here from Quintus Navale in Windhelm.
Who?
He said it was urgent. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Who the hell is that? Oh no, why has he got his bow out? Let me guess, another fucking dragon. Oh, Bethesda, please stop. I can't anymore. What did he give me? It was Quintus, wasn't it? Quintus something? Here we are, Quintus Navale. Preparing the file. What? During Neurelian's convalescence, I've been studying the Legends of the File. What's that? I don't know enough of enchanting to make one anew, but with the proper materials, I may be able to repair the original. Please come see me as soon as you can. Okay. I don't know who you are or what you're talking about, but okay. Dragon, of course. Endlessly spawning. I swear they're not going to spawn this often. That's constant. There must be a mod to get rid of them. Oh, come on, when are you going to die? Maybe I should try an ice spell with this one actually, because he's using fire. I don't know if that's really how it works, I'm just assuming. Is this spells? No, destruction, here we are. Oh god, I don't know. Which one's the best one? Frost Rune? No, it wouldn't be that. Ice Spike. I'll try Ice Spike. Oh, I need to do it with both hands, so now I forgot. Where is he? There we go. That did it. Back to the fire. Is it Firebolt or Fireball's the best one? Yes. I need to get some more spells. I'm sure there are more powerful ones I can get my hands on. Okay, let's take all this. Yes, I know, but luckily for me, there's a shop right next door where I can sell all this stuff. Yes, I'm over in comfort, I know. There's literally a shop there. I can see it though. So close. Dragon Soul. Oh, I've absorbed 20 Dragon Souls. Only 20? Feels like I must have at least 100. Do I have the shouts? I can't look. I've already got them all. Well, I haven't got them all far from, but I don't know. I don't have any that I haven't actually learned with the soul yet. That's what I mean. Oh, come on! It's like right there. I can see the front door. Oh, it's so painfully slow how slowly you walk in this game when you're over encumbered. Come on. Come on. Right. Burner. Or Bearder. I don't know how you pronounce it.
You must... I'll sell just about anything if it... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Great. I really hope you can afford to take all of this stuff, but I actually don't think you will be able to. She's got 100 and... Oh no! I'm over encumbered still.
All right then.
Oh, please tell me you can take it, Aaron.
Yes,
You're not going to be able to, are you?
What do you need to take?
No! She can't take them. That's so irritating.
Until next time.
Okay, this is going to take some time, guys. I will see you again shortly. I'm going to sort this all out off camera. So, yeah, see you again. Oh, actually... Sorry, excuse me. I've never considered the possibility of actually selling them in a tavern. I've never thought of that, because you can trade in taverns, can't you? It just never crossed my mind, because they obviously deal in food and drinks, but I wonder if that's a possibility. You know what, I will come back in a second, guys, and I will let you know if it was. So it turns out you can't sell anything other than food and drink, and I think maybe it was potions, I can't remember, at the inns, but I have managed to get rid of the rest of our stuff. So, where's Aranea? Oh, there she is. Right, I've completely forgotten what it was we were doing now. Well, that was it. I need to speak to that guy over... that guy who's over in the icy fields, or whatever you call them, you know, out in the sea and the icebergs and things like that. If he's still alive. Sounds like there is a possibility he's... Oh my god, another one. Okay, that's on me. I think there's a chance that they spawn once every 3 days, and I did actually wait 3 days for the merchant to restore her. squares, so I thought this might happen. Where's, there it is. Oh, you okay? Oh, another blood dragon, that's the one we fought earlier. We've never fought so many dragons in one episode before. Where's it gone? Is it stuck behind a mountain? Oh, I forgot I need the ice spike, didn't I? This episode is literally just going to be fighting dragons, isn't it? Oh good, you've landed. Ice is doing a much better job than fire was.
I'm staying out of this.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to be over encumbered again because I absolutely have to take all of this stuff. Yep, give me the soul. I'm going to need to start collecting shouts so I can spend these souls.
Yes,
I'm going to see if I can
champion,
actually
but what do you
take
need to take?
the dragon bones and things that I've given her, just so I can start giving her stuff. I'm already over encumbered, so I might as well make the most of it. I've given her so much stuff, haven't I? I actually really need to go through all of this, but I just cannot be bothered.
What do you need to take?
And she is wearing some of it as well. I might actually take everything and just sell it all in one go. No, I'll do that after this episode. I'll just focus on the dragon bones and dragon scales at the moment. But you know what that means? That means I'm going to have to wait another 3 days so that I can sell this stuff. So, I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, so we're all ready to go. Now, finally, this guy is, as I said, out in the ocean somewhere. It seems, at least. Let's just double check. Yes, he's out in the oceans. I'm not sure how he's living, but there's quite a lot of ice, so I'm assuming it's in some sort of iceberg or something like that. But first we have to get out there. I see quite a lot of ice actually, so that should be relatively easy. We can walk over that. First we need to get down this cliff though. We're quite good at getting down cliffs. I've noticed. I've been traversing quite a few of them lately. Okay, and out we go into the icy depths. And I'm trying not to think about how deep this water is going to be. I hate deep water. I don't know, there's a name for the phobia, but I really have it. I hate open water in general, but deep water in particular. In fact, natural water in general. I don't particularly like being in lakes either. I think it's more of the depth element. Ponds I don't mind. Rivers I'd rather not because they can carry you away. Anyway, I'm going completely off topic. Just talking about my multitude of phobias. I think I can see where he is on my radar now, so he's not too far away from where we are now. We're gonna have to swim across here, but that's fine. No, it's not that bad. Oh, kelp! That's another thing of mine that I hate actually. Underwater plants. I don't know why, but things like kelp in particular, absolutely can't stand the stuff. Are you hostile? No, I don't think you are. Can't stand the stuff. There is definitely. I think it's. No, it's not thalassophobia. That's fear of holes, isn't it? I don't have that. This water is really glitching. I cannot remember what it's called, but there's a fear of things, like big things underwater. It's usually man-made stuff, which I also don't particularly like, but I don't know, kelp, I can't stand it, because it's this really long tendrily, there he is, tendrily plant, and it's just in such deep, no, I don't like it. Not for me. Okay. Septimus Cygnus, or Cygnius, whatever your name was. My follower still. Aranea? Oh shit, is she okay? Did she drown? Miko, can you... Oh, there she is. I'm going to delete Miko from this game if he doesn't start getting out of my way. Oh, this is interesting. What's this?
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
Ah, he's lost his marbles. I heard you know about the Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them, or so they think. The ones they saw, the ones they thought they saw. I know of one, forgotten, sequestered. But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I have arisen beyond its grasp.
So, where is the scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this plain, Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
What? Can you help me get to the Elder Scroll or not?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
What do you want?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept.
Where is this Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Oftand, the point of puncture, of first entry, of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
How do I get in?
2 things I have for you. 2 shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
What do I do with this sphere?
The deepest doors of Dwemer listen for singing. It plays the attitude of notes proper for opening. Can you not hear it? Too low for hearings?
What do I do with this cube?
To glimpse the world inside an Elder Scroll can damage the eyes or the mind, as it has to Septimus. The Dwemer found a loophole, as they always do, to focus the knowledge away and inside without harm. Place the lexicon into their contraption, and focus the knowings into it. When it brims with glow, bring it back, and Septimus can read once more.
What do you want with the Elder Scroll?
Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart of a god, the heart of you and me. But it was hidden away, not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll.
What is an Elder Scroll?
You look to your left, you see one way. You look to your right, you see another. But neither is any harder than the opposite. But the Elder Scrolls, they look left and right in the stream of time. The future and past are as one. Sometimes they even look up. What do they see then? What if they dive in? Then the madness begins.
Okay then. I can't interact with that. Okay, so, well, that's going to conclude this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, join the Empire, and press the bell icon to get notified of all my uploads. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a lovely day, and goodbye.